maybe eventually we'll get smart enough and we'll understand the networks and information well enough. Like it'll be some super compact way to communicate stuff. But
So I think the problem is
right now, I don't think we can do anything with all of it.
Right. So there are digital natives and there are digital immigrants, right?
Mhm.
Me and you are digital natives so
Yeah,
far.
more or
Currently,
less. Yeah,
we're going to
yeah,
be
yeah.
eventually digital immigrants to.
Yeah. Once new technology comes out,
Yeah, and somehow we stop refusing to. Intake
we
it.
start refusing. We start like not being
Yeah,
up to it.
start refusing. How can we use this kind of recursive nature of human tendency, input it into this thing that's going to last, right? Some of this technology is going to way overlast us. You know that.
Yeah, definitely.
But it can also process different matrices with our own inputs. So we constantly create this matrix that is a continuous like growth forward rather than.
You mean there's like a program that does something with the information for as long as the program exists?
Right. And why can't we do that with intelligence? That's what I'm saying. Why can't we do that with thought?
Like human intelligence? Yeah. I mean, I want to say it's because there's certain limitations to our psychology, to our cognitive abilities. I mean, what you're saying is so it's a distant possible world at best. It might be a fiction.
Right. Well, yeah, of course. I'm not saying it's definite. Right?
No. There's a difference between something that's distantly possible is something that's still possible. A fiction doesn't need to exist in the realm of possibility.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like that Pi, that movie where they imagined the end of the number pi.
Oh, yes.
That was the premise of the movie.
Yeah. Sorry, I fell asleep during that movie.
It's okay. It was a good movie. But that movie might exist in the realm of fiction. We can imagine somebody finding the end of pi. But that doesn't mean it's a possibility.
Right.
It might be impossible for pi to end.
Well, it might be a possibility.
It might be a possibility.
Right.
But it doesn't need... Like, you can also say the same is true. Like, there's certain... you can imagine there being a greatest prime number. But it has been proven that there isn't a greatest prime number. So that is an impossibility that we can imagine.
So, yeah. So, I mean, there's 1,000 ways we can... Like Edison's thing, right? There's 1,000 ways you can fail, but you can still... They're notable failures, right?
Yeah.
And so taking that idea and inputting it with this idea of different ways of thinking, right? And creating a matrix of thousands of ideas that either work or don't work, and then it's like...
Yeah, and doing something with them.
Yeah, and finding what's like the one pure objective one is, I mean, hopefully...
One pure objective idea. I don't think there is one.
Maybe not one, but there could be
multiple. One is just an analogy
right.
for this set of purely objective true things that we know. I don't know, man. Like I don't think.
You should always think.
No. Yeah. I don't know if there's something we can't. The thing is like it's such a hypothetical that I don't know what we can do with it. It's not a fact. It's not like we're saying this is the fact. It's like you're asking, what do we do with this hypothetical? We work towards it, maybe.
Right. It's a hypothetical. So how do we work towards it faster? And
I don't know.
And should we work towards it faster, or because we're always constantly trying to improve ourselves in speed wise.
Yeah.
And is it important to really like go fast? And I don't think it is.
Yeah. Ray Bradbury also said that.
Right, yeah.
Where he was like, in Fahrenheit 451, the car's driving super fast, and it was supposed to be a bad thing because you had to like stretch these billboards out super long so that when you went by them so fast, they were one coherent image.
Right. Yeah. Well, you can see that in the lines on the street.
Yeah.
Like you think 99% Invisible did that. Did I show you that one? That bit, asking, like, how long do you think those dashes are in between the road? And people say 2 feet.
Oh, really?
When they're actually like 15. On the highway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on the highway, not just there, but there might be like 8.
Really?
Yeah, because of how fast your car is going, you perceive it differently. Yeah. So assuming that you're supposed to be going really fast on the highway, 60 miles an hour, or so. They kind of ratioed it to
That's interesting.
fit, the eye perception. So, in that sense, I always like to bring it back to design, of course.
Yeah.
That's been designed, right? So, learning about this and how you can design for a better tomorrow, ideologically. What is that?
What is the better tomorrow?
Yeah, like how do you design it? And I think that's
I mean, this. Then you have to like answer a lot of other questions.
Yes,
I feel like
exactly.
it's like this isn't. Then
you're skipping a lot of things. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
technology inherently does that, right? To people.
technology.
Yeah, you know how people in third world countries have satellite phones and they can go on Facebook, but they don't have running water.
I don't see how that's relevant to saying what should the world be like. When you're saying what the world is like isn't necessarily relevant to what the world should be like.
Right. So I'm saying that could be a pretty good analogy or analogical.
Analogy,
No,
yeah.
it could be analogical to like how we now think about taking this and using it in the future, skipping all that kind of step in between and
And
answering.
saying should we work towards this very distant ideal?
Yeah, answering goals in the far future and then filling in the blanks.
I mean, the thing is, I don't care if we do it one way or another. I don't think that is a question. Like, should we do that or not? To me, that question is only relevant to what if you determine what the causes and impacts of doing that.
No, I don't think it's should we. It's can we.
Oh.
Is it even possible?
I have no idea. I don't see any reason why it's impossible.
Well, you can't predict the future. You'd be rich by now.
No, I know. I'm not saying I'm predicting. I'm saying I don't see why it's impossible. And so when I can't see why a thing is impossible,
So
I assume it to be
possible.
some possibility.
Yeah. So then it is possible to predict the future.
In my opinion, yeah.
And I think that is what we are on the cusp of understanding. In my opinion. That's where
The possibility of being.
That's where technology has taken us in this direction of being so almost on the start of being able to predict the future through technology and with technology.
I mean, we technically already do
recursion.
that. That's science does that. Media studies do that. That's what looking at statistics and projecting a trend is. You're predicting the future.
Right.
So I mean, we just don't do it in the grandiose scale of everything. Like you're projecting. Like not individuals don't do it.
Yeah.
And they certainly don't do it with most things. I mean, we do to a degree in that I have predictions about 5 minutes from now. I predict
You do?
that you're going to leave. Yeah, I predict I'm going to get up and go to the.
No, I'm
bathroom
gonna
or
sleep
stretch.
there.
That's cool too. I'm just saying, that's the point. It's it's a prediction. It could be right or wrong.
Yeah.
I don't have knowledge of. the
No, you're
future,
right.
but
I'm
yeah.
gonna leave in probably 5 minutes.
Bye. Shoot, it's almost 2.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's cool.
Um,
I'm gonna turn it off and get back to work then.
Sounds good. Did that kill the